Hey y'all. This is Voice Paul, the voice of NOAA Weather Radio, on behalf of CXP EAS05 Media Network, and more. Do you want to consider giving CXP more subscriber milestones? Or are you busy doing some random brainrot memes on your phone, or any other devices? Actually, don't do the toilet cringe. You know what to do: like, comment, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for more videos.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Inglewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical miles, Tampa Bay waters, until 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, strong thunderstorms were located offshore Pinellas County and over Tampa Bay, moving east at 25 knots. Hazard: wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source: radar impact. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Gandy Bridge, Clearwater Beach, Madeira Beach Reef, Old Tampa Bay, Howard Frankland Bridge, Cockroach Bay, Indian Rocks Beach, Sunshine Skyway Bridge, St. Pete Beach, Courtney Campbell Causeway, Treasure Island Reef, Clearwater Pass, Paso Grill Channel, Indian Shore Reef, St. Pete Beach Reef, Port Manatee Reef, Paso Grill Reef, Tampa Bay, Hillsborough Bay, and Johns Pass. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Inglewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical miles, waters from Inglewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles, until 2:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:46 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a strong thunderstorm was located 29 nautical miles west of Indian Rocks Beach, moving east at 20 knots. Hazard: wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source: radar impact. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Indian Shore Reef and Paso Grill Reef. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin
This
has
game's pretty
issued
great.
a special marine warning for coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 nautical miles, Tampa Bay waters, until 2:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing
Water spouts.
located along the line extending from near Indian Rocks Beach to near Long Bay Castle. Extending from near Indian Rocks Beach to Hazard, water spouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar. Impact. Water spouts can quickly form and capsize boats. Damaged vessels increase suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots. Sudden high waves. And heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Terracea Bay, Manatee 3 Mile North Reef, Manatee Nearshore Reef, Manatee 7 Mile South Reef, Egmont Key, Grosse Bay, Sunshine Skyway Bridge, St. Pete Beach, Treasure Island Reef, Anna Maria Island, Casa Grille Channel, St. Pete Beach Reef, Southwest Channel, Sarasota Bay, Port Manatee Reef, Tampa Bay, Manatee 1 Mile Reef, Manatee 3 Mile South Reef, Manatee 7 Mile North Reef, and Johns Pass South Reef. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Thunderstorms can produce sudden water spouts. Water spouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Seek safe harbor immediately. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast issued. The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound. Coastal waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida, out 20 nautical miles. Coastal waters from Englewood waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles. Waters from Englewood, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles. Waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs, Florida, out 20 to 60 nautical miles. Until 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 2:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, numerous strong thunderstorms capable of producing gusty winds and occasional water spouts were located over offshore, nearshore, and bay and harbor waters, moving east at 20 knots.
Am I gonna get a tornado warning?
And wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Water spouts can quickly form and capsize boats. Water spouts can quickly form and capsize boats. Damaged vessels increase suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Suddenly high wind gusts in excess of 34 knots. Suddenly high waves. Frequent lightning and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Terracea Bay, Manatee Nearshore Reef, Englewood, Howard Franklin Bridge, Madeira Beach Reef, Long Bay Key, St. Springs, Grosse Bay, NV1 Reef, and 7 Reef.
This one I'm gonna get this fixed very soon.
Southwest Channel, B6 Reef, Emerald Reef, Tampa Bay, hazardous weather passes. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Your coast. Your local forecast. For the WXK-83 area, for the following county, Coastal Collier, Florida. Issued at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening, then partly cloudy with...
Well, here we go with the marine warning.
In Ruskin, severe thunderstorm warning for thunderstorm.
Oh, SVR!
Like little mini chihuahuas.
That's so impossible! Oh no.
County in south central Florida until 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Ah, no.
4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located over 16 miles east of Punta Gorda. Hazard 60 miles an hour. The thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Florida, Charlotte, and DeSoto. An hour. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4 p.m.
Yeah, and it's tornado plausible.
I just didn't wash my hair every day.
There's no way the TV would do that.
Service in Ruskin has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Highlands County in South Central Florida until 4:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Eastern Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located over Venus, or 11 miles north of Palmdale, moving east at 25 miles an hour. 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact: expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Venus. Remain alert for a possible tornado.
Oh, that's also tornado plausible.
From severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into a small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties: Highlands, Florida.
There it is. Got the high runs.
Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound. Coastal waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida out 20 nautical miles. Waters from Bonita Beach to Englewood, Florida out 20 to 60 nautical miles until 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Oh, it's on this too.
Strong thunderstorms capable of producing gusty winds and occasional water spouts were located over offshore, nearshore, and bay and harbor waters.
Again?
Hazard: water spouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source: radar.
What is with the water spout?
Quickly form and capsize boats, damage vessels, increase suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Gasparilla Island, Englewood, Fort Myers Beach, Minnesota Key, Captiva, Sanibel, Don Pedro Island, and Bonita Beach. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. 1 miles. The temperature was 76 degrees, the dew point 72, and the relative humidity 87%. The wind was north.
There you go.
The National Weather Service in Miami has issued a special marine warning for coastal waters from Chocoloskee to Bonita Beach, Florida, out 20 nautical miles until 5:30 p.m. At 4:56 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing waterspouts.
I know it's waterspouts.
Marco Island, moving east at 15 knots. Hazard: waterspouts and wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source: radar. Impact: waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Locations impacted include Cape Romano Aquatic Preserve, Cape Romano, and Marco Island. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. You can also share your report with National Weather Service Miami on Facebook and Twitter. Now for the official National Weather Service.
The National Weather Service in Ruskin has issued a special marine warning for Tampa Bay waters until 2:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 1:51 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a strong thunderstorm was located over Egmont Key, moving east at 25 knots. Hazard: wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source: radar. Impact: expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include Tarashia Bay and the Maria Island, Southwest Channel, Egmont Key, Port Manatee Reef, Tampa Bay, Cockroach Bay, Sunshine Skyway Bridge, and Longboats Key. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes.
Brooksville, rain and fog for When, from Monday evening until further notice. Impacts at 13 feet, the canoe rental area floods. Additional details at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Sunday, the state was 8.7 feet. Natural state is 11 feet. Forecast, the river is expected to rise above flood stage tomorrow evening and continue rising to a crest of 13.4 feet Tuesday evening. Flood stage is 11 feet. This crest has been
What the heck was that? A real flood warning.